Do you ever feel like your brain's stuck in slow motion? You walk into a room and forget why. You read the same sentence 3 times. That's brain fog, and after 60, it shows up more often than most people admit. But here's the good news. One small habit, just 60 seconds a day, can help clear that fog and sharpen your focus. It's simple, science-backed, and almost no one's doing it. What is brain fog, and why it gets worse after 60? Let's begin with something many people feel, but few talk about openly: brain fog. It's not a medical diagnosis, but it's very real. That sense of cloudiness in your mind, where words slip away, focus drifts, and even simple tasks feel harder than they should. You might walk into a room and forget why, or read the same paragraph 3 times without absorbing it. That's brain fog, and after 60, it tends to show up more often. But why? As we age, our brain changes. Blood flow to the brain slows down. The balance of chemicals that help us think clearly and feel alert begins to shift. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. Even the brain's natural cleaning system, something called the glymphatic system, starts to lose efficiency. That means it doesn't clear out the mental clutter from the night as well as it once did. Add to that some common realities: medications that make us groggy, a tendency to drink less water, reaching for sugary foods in the morning, or simply starting the day without sunlight or movement. Each of these factors can quietly build up, making your brain feel sluggish before the day has even begun. But here's the good news. You don't need drastic changes to feel clearer and sharper. You just need to start working with your brain, especially in the first hour after waking up, when it's most sensitive and responsive. That's where this simple daily trick comes in. And in the next section, we'll look at why the morning hours matter more than most people realize. The brain's morning reset window. Why timing matters. The first hour after you wake up isn't just part of your morning routine, it's a reset button for your brain. While you sleep, something remarkable happens. Your brain flushes out waste and toxins that build up during the day. It's like a deep clean for your mind, handled by your body's glymphatic system, a kind of overnight housekeeping crew for your brain cells. But that cleaning process doesn't stop the second you open your eyes. In fact, the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking are when your brain is still transitioning. It's like a computer booting up, sensitive, still loading, and easily influenced. This is where most people get it wrong. They grab their phone, they scroll the news or check email. They down coffee on an empty stomach. Some skip breakfast altogether or rush into a day already full of distractions and stress. And without realizing it, they've hijacked their brain's reset window, the very moment when it needs calm, support, and clarity. This early window shapes how your brain functions for the rest of the day. It affects your focus, your memory, your energy levels, even your mood. That's why the trick we're about to explore matters so much. It doesn't take time. It doesn't require equipment. But it uses this reset window the way your brain was designed to use it, to anchor you, sharpen you, and clear the fog before it has a chance to settle in. Up next, we'll look at the simple practice that's changing how older adults start their day, and why the science behind it is so compelling. The simple daily trick. 1 minute of morning stillness. Here it is, the daily habit that helps clear brain fog, calm your nervous system, and improve focus after 60. It's not a supplement, it's not an app. It's something far simpler. 1 minute of intentional stillness. Just 60 seconds, right after waking up, where you sit quietly and allow your brain to settle. Before the phone, before the news, before the rush of tasks and worries. This moment of calm might seem small, even silly. But neurologists and psychologists are finding that how you start your day shapes your mental clarity for hours to come. When you give your brain a chance to wake gently, without overstimulation, you lower cortisol, your stress hormone, improve oxygen flow to the brain, and begin your day with a centered mind. it's a gentle signal to your nervous system. You're safe. You're in control. Let's go slow. So how do you do it? Right after you wake up, sit on the edge of your bed or in a quiet spot. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Inhale slowly through your nose, letting your belly rise. Exhale even more slowly through your mouth. Don't think too hard. Just breathe. Let your mind be quiet. Let your body soften. If your thoughts wander, that's okay. Gently bring them back to your breath or to the feeling of your body resting. That's it. No pressure, no perfection, just presence. Over time, this simple ritual rewires your brain's stress response. It improves your ability to focus. It even supports memory by giving your brain space to process and consolidate information from the night before. Some people like to add light stretching, a glass of water, or a few minutes in the sunlight afterward, but it all starts with that 1 minute of stillness. And when you do it consistently, the benefits begin to compound. That's exactly what we'll explore next. Before we move on, can I ask you something? Have you ever tried building a calm morning routine? Or do your mornings usually start in a rush? Let me know in the comments. I'd really love to hear how your mornings feel, especially now. And if this video is speaking to you so far, take a second to subscribe. We share gentle, practical tips every week to help you stay sharp, strong, and centered after 60. Because this chapter of life deserves clarity, peace, and a little more support. All right, now let's talk about what happens when you actually stick with this habit. The compound effect. What happens when you do it daily? At first, 1 minute of morning stillness might not feel like much, but like a seed planted quietly in the soil, the real change happens with time. After the first day or two, most people notice a subtle sense of calm, a little less rush, a little more presence. Your thoughts don't race as quickly. You move more intentionally. After a week, something interesting starts to happen. You may find it easier to focus on small tasks. Conversations feel clearer. You're less reactive when something throws your day off balance. And after a month, for many, this tiny daily pause becomes a mental anchor, one that improves memory, lowers stress, and creates a kind of inner spaciousness that lasts well beyond the morning. Researchers have seen these effects in real studies. Seniors who practice mindful morning routines, even just a minute or two, show better working memory, more emotional resilience, and even improved sleep. But it's not just about stillness. It's also about what you don't do during that sensitive first hour. When you don't check the news immediately, when you don't fill your head with noise or negativity. You give your brain a real chance to wake up on its own terms. And that creates momentum. You start making better choices. Drinking water first thing, eating a protein-rich breakfast, maybe even journaling or walking. These micro-habits build on each other. It's not a routine. It's a rhythm. You're no longer just reacting to your day. You're setting the tone for it. And that brings us to one final truth. One I hope you'll carry with you. Let's end with something important. If you're feeling forgetful, distracted, or just mentally tired, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means your brain is asking for space, not punishment. You don't need a new app. You don't need to force yourself to be sharper, faster, better. You just need one small pause, 1 minute, to breathe, to notice, to begin the day with your mind on your side. And here's the quiet truth. When you treat your brain with gentleness, it responds in kind. That's why this habit works. Not because it's flashy, but because it's doable. It gives you a foothold in the day. It lets your nervous system exhale. And from that place, everything else becomes easier. So try it, just for a week. 1 minute, every morning, before the noise begins. See what shifts. And if you've already started, let us know in the comments what you're noticing. Sometimes the smallest change becomes the strongest foundation. You've got this.